Hi singers, this is your vocal tip for the day. I get a lot of questions from singers who deal with allergies or who are going through a head cold or just working through some maybe they're feeling significant dehydration in their voice. And I wanted to give you a couple of tips about how you can help your voice through these difficult periods. You might hear a lot of singers talk about, I'm going to steam my vocal folds. I want to be really clear. You can never actually steam your vocal folds. Steam is such a large particle that when you breathe it in through your nose, your mouth, those particles get trapped in the soft tissues, either in your nasal cavity or in the back of your mouth. So you are moistening those soft tissues a lot with steam, but that steam never actually reaches your vocal folds. In order to reach the vocal folds, those particles have to be much smaller. So if you are looking for getting some compacted mucus out of your sinus cavities, steam is fantastic. It's going, especially if you add a little bit of salt to that, which encourages the absorption of the water. So if you have compacted mucus in your nasal cavity, so you got a head cold or maybe you're dealing with allergies, this might be a really good time for you to boil some water, take that hot pot of steaming water off the stove, throw a towel over your head and breathe in that lovely steam for a few minutes. You'll notice that right away you'll have to blow your nose and that mucus will start moving out of the nasal cavity, which is fantastic because the less it's up here, the less it irritates your soft tissues. So steam is great for clearing the nasal passage. If you actually want to hydrate the vocal folds, you have to do what we call a nebulizer. You have to use a nebulizer. Now the nebulizer, if you don't know, is a medical device used by asthmatics. If you are not asthmatic, you do not put asthma medicine in this. If you are just looking for hydration in your vocal folds, then what you're going to do is take a nebulizer. Now this is the Omron NE-U22 portable nebulizer, and it's battery operated. This is the only battery operated nebulizer that's actually proven in studies to break particles down small enough to pass over the vocal folds. And nebulizers are medical devices for asthmatics, as I said, because they are machines that actually break liquid down into particles small enough to pass over the vocal folds into the lungs, so it can deliver the asthma medication to the lungs of an asthma patient. As I said, if you're not asthmatic, you don't use asthma medication. What you would put in this little chamber here is you would put salt water, purified salt water, and you turn it on, a little steam, I shouldn't call it steam because it's not steam, a little cool mist would come up out of the top of this nebulizer. You would wrap your lips around the top of that and breathe that in. Because the nebulizer breaks the liquid down into much smaller particles, that saline water will actually pass over your vocal folds and give you a pretty significant shot of moisture right to the vocal folds. You want to make sure that you're not using it for too long, 6-7 minutes tops, and then you're done. But if you're feeling extra dry for whatever reason, this is a good option. And then remember, steaming is a great option for those that are dealing with colds or allergies and compacted mucus in the sinuses. So take good care of your voice. That's your vocal tip for today. Love you all.